My son and I recently went to our local B&B theater to watch the Minecraft movie. Dante was particularly excited since he's been on a 3-year Minecraft kick, and the trailers have been showing to be a fun watch for children. We opted for the 4D experience, which Dante didn't seem to like, but he loved the movie itself. If he gave it a score, he'd probably give it a 10 out of 10. How I would score it? Well, let's talk about that. In case you somehow missed the iconic Minecraft train and have no idea what it is, let me explain it to you. Minecraft is a video game available on pretty much any device with a screen where there's two main modes of play, survival and creative. In survival, the goal is to survive a world where everything is a box and monsters come out at night to make you regret not sitting up your bed sooner. Creative puts you in the same world, but now you are invulnerable to enemies, can fly, and have access to all the items in the game and can build to your heart's content. This game can be played in many different ways, and it is used for educational purposes on top of being a great creative outlet for younglings. So now that you have a basic understanding of what Minecraft is, let's get into the movie and my personal thoughts on it. The movie starts with narration from Steve, played by Jack Black.
I am Steve.
Who talks about how he, as a child, always yearned for the mines. Being a child was not going to stop him from fulfilling his dream, but child labor laws sure will. Steve grew up to hate his life until he remembered that he's an adult now and is allowed to chase his dreams of mining. He discovered a key to the gateway that leads to a realm of blocky galore, where you have the power to build anything you put your mind to. He spent a lot of time building in this world until he built a portal to the Nether, a fiery hellscape where creativity goes to die. There he is confronted by the piglins, which are pig-like enemies, that take him captive and try to take the key away from him. Steve had his new dog take the key to his world to hide it away from the piglin army, and this is where the story picks up. We first meet Jason Momoa as Garrett, the garbage man Garrison, who is a washed-up old-school gamer struggling to make ends meet while still living in his past glory. Sebastian Hansen and Emma Myers are siblings Henry and Natalie, who are moving into the same town after losing their mother. They meet a real estate agent, Dawn, who is played by Danielle Brooks, who also has many side hustles, including a petting zoo. My first point of criticism is the handling of these characters. Maybe it's due to the cast being too large, but the characters that get the most focus and development are all the male characters. The female character's development is barely shown when it does have some potential to be greater. That being said, seeing Garrett's and Steve's blossoming bromance was amusing to watch, and having Henry look up to Garrett as a surrogate father figure despite the garbage man being a garbage human was interesting, especially after Henry figures out how bad Garrett really is. They seem to want the different characters to embody different aspects of the game, but it doesn't land properly because of how tilted the scales are when it comes to development. The story itself is pretty fun. It's a pretty large adventure spanning across many different kinds of locations, from a tranquil village to a dark creepy mine to a shadowy fortress ran by illagers, who are basically villagers if they were axe murderers. They showcase many mechanics from the game in fun ways and even showed some techniques real players would use, like the surviving a long fall with a water bucket trick. They don't get everything exactly right, but I'm personally okay with that. Adapting game mechanics to a movie isn't always going to work out. I find the visual and sound design to be impressive. The CGI looks good for what it is, and the sound design is great. They clearly took sounds and music from the game while also adding their own sound effects. Without just making a full 3D movie, I don't think there's a better approach to make this movie. All in all, I think this is a good movie that's worth watching because it is a good shut your brain off and enjoy flick. Perfect for a Minecraft mega fan or a casual family watch. I wouldn't quite rate this a 10 like Dante would, but I will give it a 7 out of 10. It's a really fun watch, and I found myself laughing at quite a bit of the jokes. Just don't go in expecting an Oscar winner because you're not going to find it here. What you will find, however, is Jack Black having the time of his life, and it's infectious.